Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Chiefs football as we jump into the action in the first quarter of play. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami set to take over. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Tua. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 35.
yards that time on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Davenport. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Davenport. He's going to look deep down the field. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Two and now on 1st down. Another catch there for Waddle. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. On the move to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Off the bootleg, Davenport. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. This will go for 5 up to the 33. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw. Davenport. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Davenport. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. 17-0 our score after 1. Off play action. Davenport. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Off the bootleg. Davenport. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
love to see out of a rookie tight end. It's a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he forced this throw, nearly intercepted in the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fortunately, no turnover, but it is fourth down. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st down, Knox. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd down, Knox. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Tua sets up to pass it. And that will be incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. But Charles, it's the 2nd quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as a quarterback, but like I said, it's the 2nd quarter, so how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass, okay, that's cool, but he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Davenport. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give here to Pollard. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua's throw here taken in by Parker.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Pollard able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Pollard again. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Back to throw. Davenport. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, With no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Steps away to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bolton able to get him for a loss of about 3. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because as
under pressure, and they got to him again. Tershawn Wharton able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Good matchups all up and down the schedule there. We'll highlight the one in Cincinnati. A big test coming up for the Bengals as they'll have to contend with the New England Patriots. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle. Good stuff to follow on the West Coast in the afternoon window. One being out in Las Vegas, where it will be the Raiders. And then one more to highlight. Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to the air. Tagovailoa looking for Parker again, and this time he's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Miami. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off the bootleg, Davenport. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Off the bootleg, Davenport. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st down, Knox. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Davenport rolling to his right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. KC's offense ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run on 1st down. Knox. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Knox. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Gore. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 24.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Another carry now for Gore. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And to give this time to the tailback. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff for Gore. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Davenport. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. They're going to try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And this is going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here comes Pettis on the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And now here comes Kansas City. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now another carry here tonight for Gore. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 2nd down and 6. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
On 1st and 10, Davenport. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So nothing fancy there. That was just a fullback dive. Defensively, they were ready for it.
They were, and I think that surprised the guys on offense because handing it to the fullback, well, you don't do that very often, so that's a tendency breaker. And I think they just wanted to say, let's just go straight ahead. As you said, nothing fancy. Everyone move someone out of the way and let the big guy work. Didn't get it done, though.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah. Looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Throw that side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return is Pettis. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. There he goes, right side. 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Gore. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run? Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now he's
touchdown! Hunter Long, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. 3rd down here. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Dolphins have got it.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Ronald Jones, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he takes his
beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This is Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because it certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, Why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Davenport. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down.